Hello students. So our next topic is basic proportionality theorem, which is also known as BPT, and it's a very important theorem which we are going to be used thoroughly. We are going to use this in doing this chapter. Let's see how does the statement go for this theorem. If a line parallel to side of a triangle intersects remaining sides into distinct points, then it divides those sides in same proportion. Well, it's a theorem in ninth standard we had learned. If to identify the given and to prove from the theorem, if a statement is there in if then form, then from if till then the statement is what given. So here, this is the given part. Line parallel to side of a triangle intersects remaining sides into distinct points, and then it divides those sides in the same proportion. So when we look at the statement carefully, we'll do it in two parts. When we look at the given part, we understand it is actually talking about a triangle. So let us have a triangle over here. Now, it is said if a line parallel to side of a triangle intersects remaining sides into distinct points. So what we are talking about, a line parallel to side of a triangle. Now for triangle ABC we have the sides AB, side BC and side AC. We are talking about a line parallel to any one of the sides. That means you can take side parallel to BC, you can take a line parallel to AB, you can take a line parallel to side AC. For better vision, we are considering a line parallel to side BC. As per the statement, it further says that that line intersects the remaining sides into distinct points. Now AB and AC were the remaining sides since it was parallel to BC, and that line intersect into distinct. Distinct means what? Different. So let's say that line L intersects side AB at point D and side AC at point E. Then it divides those sides in the same proportion. Now we need to understand meaning of the word proportion. We have a chapter in algebra 9 standard named as ratio and proportion. There we have come across this word proportion. Proportion means students equal ratio. So that line divides those sides in the same ratio. Now when we talk about ratio, that means something upon something. So as you can see that D is dividing AB in two parts, AD and DB, and E is dividing AC in two parts, AE and EC. So if we form the ratio like A, we'll get the ratio as AD upon DB, and the other ratio will be what? AE upon EC. So this is what the meaning of the statement. If a line is parallel to side of a triangle, so here we can say line DE is parallel to line BC, then it divides the other sides in the same proportion. This is how we can present. This is the presentation. First we are going to name the triangle. In the second step you need to mention that which line is parallel to the side, and in the third part you are going to inform the ratios, then the ratios which you are going to equal. So once again, here the line L is parallel to BC, intersecting side AB and AC at point D and E at two distinct points, and this is what the ratio of the sides we are getting equal. Okay students, now here we are going to learn that how and when we can apply BPT. BPT is applicable only when there is a line parallel to side of a triangle. I will give you a few tricks that how easily you can apply the BPT. You will see as soon as you draw a line parallel to a triangle, you will find that the triangle, the line actually divides the triangle into two sections. One is triangle part, the other one is what? Quadrilateral part. In the second figure also you can see that the line divides one into triangle part and the other as what? Quadrilateral part. So what we actually going to do, we talk about that vertex which contain the triangle, right? So here we can see M is the vertex which is a part of the triangle, which is the vertex of triangle MQT. So we need to start from that point, and then you can form the ratios MQ and QLMTPN. Repeating it once again, we need to form the ratios, and how we are going to make use of that? We simply need to look for the vertex which is containing which is the vertex of the triangle. And so we can see here M is the vertex of triangle MQT. We can begin from MQ upon QL is equal to MT upon TN. Now for this figure, we can see here T is containing the vertex of the triangular part, and you can go TP upon PR is equals to TM upon MS. That's how you can find out the ratios. Now whenever we are going to apply BPT, we'll make use of 3 steps for writing it. The first step is the name of the original triangle. Name of the original triangle is what, students? LMN. So we'll write here in triangle LMN. Mention the line which is parallel to the side. QT is parallel to LL. So we'll write here line QT is parallel to side LN. You need to give the reason for this. Most of the times this will be given to us. And in the third step, we'll write out the ratios. So as I told you once again, we need to start from the vertex containing the triangle. So M is the vertex which is the vertex of triangle. So MQ upon QL equals to MT upon TN. So MQ upon QN is equals to MT upon TN. Now I want you to answer the same for the second triangle. Let's try this. So what is the name of the triangle? Yes, it is what, RST. So we can say in triangle RST, then we have the line which is parallel to line PM is parallel to side RS given, and then the ratios. So we'll say TM upon MS is equal to TP upon PR by BPT. That is basic proportionality theorem. Thank you. Now students, the next topic is converse of basic proportionality theorem. As we know, converse means what? Ulta. Like in basic proportionality theorem, we learned that there was a line parallel to side of a triangle, so its converse will be, we learned that the line is parallel to side of triangle, then the ratios equal. The lines are parallel, ratios are equal. What is BPT? If the lines are parallel, ratios are equal. So what its converse will be? If the ratios are equal, then the lines will be parallel. So we can ask you a question. If line QT is parallel to LN, so we can say that QT is parallel to LN only when the ratio MQ upon QL will be equal to MT upon TN. So repeating it once again, students, lines will be parallel only when the ratios are equal. This can be said that if MQ upon QL is equal to MT upon TN, then you can say that QT is parallel to LN by converse of BPT. Now, we can take the help of the second example to understand this in a more better way. When will you say that PM is parallel to RS? So as I told you, when the lines will be parallel, when the ratios are equal. Which ratios? When TP upon PR will be equal to TM upon MS, we can say that the lines are parallel by converse of basic proportionality theorem. Thank you. Okay students, so here we have a problem to practice. Now it is said in the figure line PM is parallel to TR. So PM is given to be parallel to TR, and LP is 3, PT is 6, LM is 5, MR is what? X. We need to find out the value of MR, that is what? X. Now students, for finding X, we'll make use of the given information, and the given information is what? PM parallel to TR. Now when we look at that PM is parallel to TR, we recall that it's a line parallel to side of TR. Now students, can you tell me that if a line is parallel to side of a triangle, this reminds us of which theorem? Very good, it's what? BPT. There we had learned if the lines are parallel, then the ratio of the sides are what? Equal. So if PM is parallel to TR, let's see that which ratios will be equal, and now we'll get which ratios? LP upon PT will be equal to LM upon MR. Fantastic. We'll see the presentation, see how to write it on paper. The first step is to name the original triangle. The original triangle is what? LTR. So we write in triangle LTR, line PM is parallel to side TR, given. Therefore, LP upon PT is equals to LM upon MR by BPT, basic proportionality theorem. We simply substitute the values. LP is 3, PT is 6, LM is 5, MR is X. Now we'll do cross multiplication. So 3 into X will be equal to 5 into 6. So we can go here, 3 into X is equal to 5 into 6. Since we need to find out X, so shift 3. 3 is in multiplication. On shifting on the right hand side, this will go in the division. So X equals to 5 into 6 upon 3. Now we can see that 6 is divisible by 3. So 3 2s are 6. And on multiplying 5 2s are 10, we get that X equals to 10. That is MR is equals to 10. So this is all, students. Thank you very much. So students, here we have another problem. The question says, in the figure, Kx is 2.5, Xc is 7.5, By is 3 and Yc is 9. On the basis of given information, we need to decide whether Xy is parallel to Kb. Now students, by mere observation, one can say that Xy is what? Parallel to Kb, but we will not go on that. We need to check it mathematically that if XY is parallel to KB or not. So we have learned, हमने पहले भी पढ़ा है, that when will the lines parallel? Yes, we have learned that lines are parallel only when the ratios are equal. So once again, when will the lines parallel? When the ratios are equal. Which ratios? This time I want answer from you. Which ratio it should be? So I have told you which ratios. The ratio should start from the vertex containing the triangle. So C say you will start Cx upon xk, Cy upon yb. If these ratios are equal, we can say yes, xy is parallel toward kb. So let's see, students, if the ratios are equal or not. So we are writing here the solution part, and we'll find out first Cx upon xk. Cx upon xk, which is 2.5 upon 7.5. Since at both the places there is decimal at 1 unit, so multiplying them by 10, we can get rid of decimal. So 25 upon 75, which will give us 25 1 are 25 and 25 3s are 75. So we can get here Cx upon xk is equal to 1 upon 3. Let me ask you that question number 1. The second ratio, students, is Cy upon Yb. So we see here, sorry, we made a little mistake here. It's Cx is 7.5. Cx is 7.5 and xk is 2.5. Multiplying both by 10, so we'll get here 75 upon 25. So 25 was a 25, 25 3 is 75. So we can get Cx upon xk as 3 upon 1. And the other ratio is what, students? Cy upon yb. So we'll get here Cy upon yb is equals to 9 upon 3. On reducing 9 upon 3, once again we will get what? 3 upon 1, and we can ask it as our equation number 2. Now look at the results of the two equations. The first equation we have got the ratio of Cx upon xk as 3 upon 1. In equation 2 the ratio of Cy upon Yb again gives us 3 upon 1, which means that these two ratios are equal. So we can say now Cx upon xk is equal to Cy upon Yb from 1 and 2, and hence we conclude that since these ratios are equal, so the line xy will be parallel to line KB by converse of basic proportionality theorem. That's it for this lecture. Thank you.